Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that one of our admin received. The translation reads like this. You know what, Brother Nash, I celebrated when my neighbor's Audi Q5 was repossessed by the bank because I am just that kind of a person that pretends as if I am okay and I am happy and I understand your situation, but deep down when you are going through a lot of challenges, I am so toxic and I will be celebrating in secret, and when someone is succeeding in life, I'll start to plan their downfall. I am jealous. You can call me Norma. I'm 34 years old. I am married. I live here in Johannesburg and I am happily married. I have a job. The only problem is that my husband, he wishes to have a child. It's not like he does not have a child. He has a child with another woman, but they have been facing some situations, and it is because of that I do not feel comfortable in my marriage. I am always thinking that he might be looking for another woman to impregnate since I am failing to give him a child, and I also have kids with my ex-husband. So the reason as to why I ended up bewitching my neighbor, it was because I saw her child as if she is a potential woman who can be impregnated by my husband, even though my husband does not have those kind of intentions, for I have been using some charms on him, some juju that was given to me by a Nigerian guy. So my confession, it is not the kind of a confession that you can hear in church. Like, it is a type that you can carry with you to the grave. No matter what, I will never tell it to people that know me, and I will try by all means to change the details as well as the names of the people, so that people that know me won't be able to recognize that it is I who is sharing this confession. So sometimes it is very difficult for me to fall fast asleep, and it is because of the secret that I have been keeping in my heart, for I know the pain that my neighbors are going through on a daily basis, and sometimes I find it very hard to fall fast asleep, such that the truth will be kind of like eating me alive. So let me tell you, to those that want to judge me, it is open season. You can judge me, and honestly, I really do not care. I celebrated when my neighbor's brand new Audi Q5 got repossessed. I just did not smile. I even baked a whole damn cake. A cake? Do I know how to bake a cake? No. I even did some tutorials on YouTube just such that I can celebrate. Why? Because deep inside, I am bitter. I am a bitter woman, and I have accepted. You need to accept your character, not to stay in the closet for far too long. And inside, I feel empty, and I am very toxic. There are people whom I have fought against who end up saying that I am toxic, but I pretend as if I am not. So I bewitched my neighbor. Me and my husband, we got married. Our wedding was simple. I pushed him. It was beautiful. People thought that we were a perfect couple. We had plans, 2 kids, a house, a dog, the whole suburban fantasy, but we could not afford to have children. I really do not know why. The house, everything has gone according to plan, but I am unable to give him a child. I have since had 4 miscarriages. Each and every miscarriage that I had, I felt as if it was stealing a piece of my soul. The 3rd one nearly killed me. I bled so much I thought that I would die on that hospital bed, but I did not. I lived and I came back as a broken woman, more broken than ever before. We have been trying for years, every ovulation, every test, every disappointment, nothing. Unexplained infertility, the doctors have said. Unexplained. How do you explain the way that my husband feels, knowing that I am unable to provide a child for him with the money that he gave to my parents, as well as the wedding, even though it was private, that he threw out for me? So my prayer was always that I do not want anyone else to succeed in life before I have succeeded. After I would have succeeded, it is fine. Other people, their prayers can be answered. So there was this other family that came in. They moved into the unit across from ours. So that family, they were so private. But what I did not like was that they had their teenage daughter, and I felt as if she was competition, because whenever I would see her, I would feel as if she is looking for my husband. I would stand at my window watching her. So that girl got impregnated by you know who, I don't know. And as her pregnancy was growing, I felt as if this would remind my husband of the duty that I am supposed to perform. I would pretend as if I am a good neighbor. I would go and speak with them. What I did not like about them was that they did not tell me that they had plans to buy a new car. They should have told me. Why didn't they tell me? So everyone was like celebrating the purchase of their car. Even I celebrated when they had a braai. I went there, but I was spiteful of everything that they had achieved, because me and my husband, we had been struggling to get a new car. We were still owing some money somewhere else on our credit card that was disturbing us from getting a new car. That was when I returned back to my traditional healer, the one that I met at the time when I had started dating my husband, and she stays in Orange Farm. I returned there and I said, things are not working out in my life. There is this other woman, blah, blah, blah. She gave me some powder that she said, these are the charms that you are supposed to use each and every night when everyone would have fallen fast asleep in the complex. Then you go to your neighbor's gate and you sprinkle it. You have to do this when you are semi-naked. So I have this other short night dress of mine. When I wear it, it's like it does not fit anymore. Then I would go there and sprinkle those charms on their gate. So it started like small. The husband, I heard that the company he was working for was downsizing. He lost his job. Then they started to sell things on Facebook. Hey, I would watch people coming into the complex by the window. I would be watching everything as they were selling their stuff, your baby cot, TV, hair dryers. Then the car, it disappeared. Hololo. That day when it disappeared, I knew that it had worked because I saw the tow truck. It came and I stood behind the curtain, watched them, and my hands were shaking with excitement. I was like, is it broken? Is that car broken? Is the whole Audi just broken? A new one? No ways. Is it going back to the dealership? Like, what's going on? Please tell me what's going on. And then I knew that it had been taken. So later on, I made some muffins and then I went to my neighbor and I said, yeah, I made some for you. I just wanted to see how she was like. I wanted to see her facial expressions. When I got inside, I literally invited myself inside and I saw that the way that they were looking, it was like they were really stressed. Even when I said, come, let us eat, they kept on sitting on the couch. My friend later on told me that she was busy discussing something with her husband. It was not a good time for us to have some tea. As she was walking with me by the gate, that was when I said, where is your car? Because it usually you park it here. Where is it? She then said, no, that car, they have taken it. And she took a deep breath. I was like, who has taken it? Like the mechanic. Hey, those Audis, I heard that they are quite expensive to maintain. So how much did they charge you? She was like, no, they did not charge us. We were unable to pay the money that we are supposed to pay each and every month. So it has been taken by the bank. I wanted to sing God is good all the time, but I could not do that. When I returned back home, my God, I celebrated. Do you know that is the day that I broke my bed because the kids, they were in the living room. I walked silently, but I was so excited. The time when I opened my bedroom door, I ran so fast and I jumped on top of the bed such that it broke one of the legs to this very day. Even now, me and my husband, when we are sleeping in bed, it makes quite a big noise because I broke it when I jumped on top of it with excitement that my neighbor's car had been repossessed by the bank. That is my confession. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was forwarded to me by one of our admin. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world.